It's day 30, and I am so excited that you're here. I have a HIIT plus flow workout planned just for you to celebrate 30 days of awesome work. So we're gonna get started standing. Find a place where you can spread out. We will be moving side to side on our mat today, and that's actually our focus, which I love. We're gonna do a lot of lateral and cross-body movement, which is excellent for not only revving up your heart rate, because we're gonna get those high-intensity intervals in, but also helping our coordination and agility, which is great for our brain and body connection. So as you get started, I just want you to bring your feet comfortably underneath your hips. Take a deep breath in, reach your arms up overhead, grab onto your left wrist, and take a side bend. Good, so the hips can swing out to the side, lift up through the waist. I'm just looking to pull some space into the side body. Good, come up through the center, switch your grip, take a little side bend. Wonderful, inhale, reach your arms up, and then on your exhale, take your hands behind your back, soften your knees a little bit so you can loop the shoulders down your back, stand up straight on the legs, lift your heart up, and feel a big stretch across your chest. Good, 2 breaths like that. Wonderful, sweep your arms back up overhead, drop your hands to your heart, and your arms down to your side, and just roll your shoulders back a few times. Great work. Now step to the top of your mat, and we're gonna warm up with a few simple sun A's. On your inhale, reach your arms up overhead. You know the drill. Sun A, get the body moving. On the exhale, move from your hips and drop belly to thighs. Great, halfway lift. There can be a softness in your knees, lengthen your chest forward. We'll take our plank all the way down to the belly to start. Let the elbows graze the rib cage on the way down. Press down into the tops of your feet, shoulders loop back. Little baby cobra, hug the arm bones into the side body, open up the chest, and exhale, touch the chest down. Tuck your toes, press straight up to plank, lots of core strength there, and then a little softness in the knees so you can hinge back into your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, and a big breath out. Breath to movement, inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Halfway lift your chest, heart forward. Bow and fold, release your head. Stand all the way up, reach up. Fold all the way back down, move from your hips. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Plank all the way to your belly, exhale, exhale. A little baby cobra, strong in the legs, lift your chest. Good, lay your chest down, tuck your toes, push straight up, plank pose, and then hinge back, downward facing dog. Big breath in, big breath out. One more time, look forward, step to the top of your mat, halfway lift your chest, forward fold, bow your brain, stand all the way up, reach up, fold all the way down, melt. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Plank pose all the way down to your belly. Cobra pose, lift your chest. Exhale and lay your forehead down. Plank pose, press straight up. Downward facing dog, hips high. Take 2 breaths here. Open mouth exhales from here on out. We want to be able to release heat quickly as we go into our intervals. All of our intervals will be 45 seconds long, followed by 15 seconds of rest. So we're working with endurance intervals. And 2 out of 3 of our intervals will be in an A-B format. I'll remind you as we go along. I'm gonna pause so I can turn on my timer. On your next inhale, step your right foot forward, open all the way up to a star pose, and then sink down into a horse. We're We're just gonna get the hips open for a moment before we go into our very first interval. On your inhale, reach up to star, flip your feet into a warrior two, sink down into your lunge and really press through the back heel. Good, inhale up to star pose, heels in, toes out. Exhale, squat low into your horse. Allow your tail to descend as far as it'll comfortably go. Keep your knees wide. Good, inhale up to star pose. Other side, warrior two, flip your feet. Strong in the back leg, lift through your crown. Good, inhale to star pose. And exhale to horse. Good, so our first interval will be from horse pose, and it's just an in, out, out. So essentially we're going to close the feet together into a chair, stay low, and open back out into horse. If you'd like to add plyometrics, you're welcome to take this as horse jacks, where you're hop the feet. But know that you always have options, and this is about your personal intensity. Our second exercise is going to be a transverse lunge, where we'll start, step out, and hinge way back. I'll remind you as we go along. 45 seconds are on the clock, and let's get started. Take it out, out, and in. So for this, the idea to keep it warm in the body is to stay really low. Good, so once you have the hang of that pattern, you might want to take it into horse jacks, where it's tiny little movement, out and in. Obviously, hopping is a lot more intense, and if you notice that this is too much for your knees, I want you to just return to your out, out, in. Good. You have about 15 more seconds, so go to your best effort. Stay low, and if you are in plyometrics with me, I want you to think toe ball heel as you land. Great work. Stick with it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, just step side to side. Cleanse the breath a little bit. We got 15 seconds to reset in between each interval. So for the B exercise in this first set, we're gonna take transverse lunge. And let's begin. Step way out, bend into the outside leg, sit the hips way back, bring it back together. Step way out, sit back, and together. So this is all about form first, and then speed. So practice a few, speed up when you're ready. So when we work the inside and outside of our hips, it's not only building a great derriere, right? We all want a good tush, but it's also helping you stay really stable in any exercise that you do. And as you know, I'm a big fan of those big burner muscles. And you're working them. 4, 3, 2, 1 more for good measure. And step side to side. 15 seconds to recover. It's enough time to take a few big breaths. And let's begin. Sit low in your chair, and it's either out, out, or in, or you can take some hops. Let's go. So high intensity intervals are always about going to your personal edge. So at any time, if you need to lower a movement down to something a little more simple, go for it. You're still getting a lot of work if you're here. And we want to be able to work out for our entire lives, so safety is key. If you are in plyometrics with me, I want you to think toe ball heel. Keep on moving. Great, we have about 10 seconds left. Stay low. Stay warm. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step side to side. I can feel my heart rate coming up. I'm definitely breathing faster and bigger. This is good news. Let's come into those transverse lunges. Let's get going. Step out, sit back, close it together. Out and back, close it together. So as you do these, it's important to send your sit bones way back. That protects your knees.
It also ensures that you're pushing off from the right muscles. Good. As you bring your thighs back together, I want you to feel your inner thighs working. Open mouth exhales release heat really quickly. And remember, this particular exercise is all about form, and then you add the speed. We have 10 seconds. Sit way back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Step it side to side. First interval is done. You did a great job. Let's find a little flow. Come out to your warrior 2. Take a big inhale, reach up. On your exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Lower down to your belly. Cobra pose, you know this little drill of breath to movement. Chest down. Plank pose, press straight up. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Open mouth exhale. Great, so we're gonna cruise on into our second interval. Again, it will be 45 seconds on, 15 seconds of rest. We'll have 2 exercises that will alternate. Good, step your right foot forward, come to a high crescent lunge. Reach your arms up overhead, and then take your hands to your heart. So for this exercise, we're doing a variation on wood chopper. For the first round, we're gonna do it with our right foot forward. The second time when we return to it, we'll do it with our left foot forward. I want you to shorten your stance and just practice this motion. Take your hands up overhead, so this is kind of your axe, and the wood chopper motion is to cross the body, but we're going to add a little intensity by lifting our knee as well, and then lunging back. Good, so practice that, and then let's begin. Cross, step back light. Cross, step back light. You've got this. It's all about core stability and control. And then that little cross body motion is so good for your brain. Your brain loves it. Because we're asking 2 different areas of our body to coordinate. Exercises like this help us become excellent at almost any exercise we want to tackle. "15 seconds. It's 4, 3, 2, 1. Step out and step side to side. Great job. My heart rate is soaring. I know that I'm working hard. I can feel my heart just pounding in my chest. You probably can too. This is the time to take some deep breath. Good. So our B exercise in this interval set are skaters. This takes a little bit of coordination, so let's do a practice round. Step your left foot out, cross your right foot behind you, bend your knees, and touch the ground with your right hand. And then you're either going to step or hop to the opposite leg. So practice that slow set. Just feel it out. Lots of cross-body action here. Great for that brain-body connection. We got 45 seconds on the clock, and let's begin. Cross and either step or maybe hop. Good, so again, you want your sit bones way back. If you are in the plyometrics with me, I want you to think toe ball heel. Toe ball heel. So it's light and the booty back. You're crossing opposite arm in front of you, and you've got this. We have about 15 seconds. Stay with it. Anytime you need to turn these back into big steps, do so. Intensity is personal. I want you moving to your edge. We're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to the middle. Step side to side. Use this time to slow down your breath. back to the top of your mat. We'll take that wood chopper variation with a lunge. Left foot will be forward, right foot steps back. Take your arms up overhead. So we have 45 seconds on the clock, starting now. You're gonna cross the body, lift the knee up. This is all about form first, then add some speed. You wanna have great form in this exercise, otherwise it'll never be functional for your body. Once you feel really stable, you can add on a little bit of speed. I want you to be soft in the knees when you land and focus on crossing the body. Yes, so those arms are working for you. And again, we have combination movements. We're working with lower body and upper body. So that means we are maxing out your potential in each of these exercises. That's another reason why body weight training is so effective, because it's all working together. We're almost there. Last 10 seconds. And it's 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Step out wide and step side to side. Good. One more round of skaters. Let's get in our start position and begin. 45 seconds on the clock. We're moving big side to side. Hops are optional. Send your butt back is not optional, it's mandatory. So make sure you're getting low. Think toe ball heel on your landing and cross opposite arm in front of you. You're already 20 seconds in. Open mouth exhales, release heat. Feel free to be a little playful with it. Have some fun on your mat. 10 seconds. Go to your edge. Best effort. You know this is the last one, the last video, but it's not your last time on the mat. Make every time count. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work. Step side to side. We'll take a warrior 2 with your left foot in front just to balance it out. Reach up to your reverse warrior. Exhale, hands down. Step back and lower. Take your flow. Cobra pose. Chest down. Plank pose. Down dog. 3 breaths. Good. Drop down to your knees. So we're taking our third and final interval. This one is not going to be an A-B format. It's going to be A-A-B-B. We'll work with mountain climbers first, and then we'll do some yogi bicycles on our back. So come up to your knees, hands and knees. Tuck your toes. I'm still winded from the last round, and that's the beauty of intervals, right? That little afterburn effect only comes when our heart doesn't have a full chance to recover. So we get into that oxygen deficit, which is why we have the afterburn. We're gonna go into it whether we like it or not and get this work done. We got 45 seconds on the clock, starting in your mountain climbers. Let's go. Knee to chest, press into your hands, and if you're ready, then you're welcome to add a little bit of speed, a little hop. So we're just adding that plyo in, and know that you can always reverse that and just come back down to slow and steady. Either way, you're moving the entire time. 15 seconds. Breathe out your mouth, release heat. Breathe in through your nose to keep it steady. You're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down and come to your elbows. Try to keep your head over your heart for the recovery period. We got 15 seconds and it always goes by really fast, which means our next 45 is coming up. So reset, 45 seconds of mountain climbers. Let's begin. Thighs in, or a little bit of hop. You want to keep your hips relatively in line with your shoulders. So I don't want to see your booty hiking up. Keep it low. Snap your thigh into your chest. Move with integrity. And if you have it available, move with a little bit of speed. Good. Working really hard. I feel it. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, elbows down, head above your heart. Breathe. Good. So we're going to take the final exercise on our back. So tabletop your shins, knees over your hips, fingertips next to your ears. You want your elbows not too wide, but also not too narrow. So find that place where you feel the arm bone come into the shoulder socket. 45 seconds on the clock. Let's begin. Opposite elbow to knee. Allow your shoulder blades to come off the mat in these yogi bicycles. So we've done these a lot in our 30-day challenge. The form is probably there for you. So let this be a little bit swifter. Let the body really move. Burn it up. I want you to look for a fire in your belly. Move past the point where you think, oh, I'm so uncomfortable, I want to stop. And you just decide, keep going. Just choose it. You're almost there. It's 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Feet down, head down. 15 seconds, you've got this. It's enough for a few big breaths. Not enough to fully recover, and that's the secret, that's the magic. We got 45 seconds on the clock. Last exercise, let's go. Twist it out. Let your shoulder blades stay off the mat. We're not doing this with our neck, we're doing this with our torso and our legs. Your hands are there to support your head. So no tucking your chin, no letting your chin fly. Keep it centered in the middle. Good, and the rotation is coming from your torso. Stay with yourself, stay with your breath. Really let your legs work here. Punch your foot out every time it extends. You've got this. Almost there. Best effort. Have a little celebration for yourself at the end of this countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Oh, lay out. Let the knees just sort of swing. Head can be flat on the earth. And then thighs to chest. Take your left leg over your right leg like the eagle legs. Scoot your hips to the left. Drop eagle legs to the right, a little eagle leg supine twist. You get the added benefit of stretching out the side body. A really nice twist for the waist. And a reset for the spine. Slow down your breath. One more inhale. Big, wide open exhale through your mouth. Come back to center. Switch the cross of your legs. Scoot your hips to the right. Knees over to the left. It doesn't matter whether or not the knees touch the ground. Just look for stability so you can soften into your twist. Breath is big enough that you can feel, soft enough for surrender. Good, come back to the middle. Hug in, and then lay out. Shavasana. You have absolutely earned some time in Shavasana. Let your body get really comfortable. Move any hair out of your face. Let your arms get heavy. And just slow your breath. 30 days of work is is just the beginning. You know that you have all the power you need inside of you to make the change you want in your life. And really, it's not about weight loss. It's about feeling in control and feeling happy and really committing to your own well-being. That's what we did together. I'm so proud of you. The most important thing as we close this 30 days together is to look ahead. So you gathered all this personal power over the last 30 days, but it doesn't end here. It's time now to recommit, to honor the habit you've created for yourself and make a choice to stay involved in your self-care, to continue to exercise and breathe and meditate on a regular basis, to be mindful with your food choices and how you approach your well-being, and to really love being in your own skin. And that is not always easy. It takes work and it takes dedication. So stay committed to your practice, stay committed to healthy habits. Roll to your side. Press to a seat. Whew! All right. That was a lot of work. I am super sweaty right now. I'm sure you're feeling it at home too. And this, like I said, is just the beginning. I hope you feel a little bit almost addicted to the good feeling that comes after a really hard exercise and a great yoga class, because those are the types of things that keep you coming back to your mats. You make this a daily habit. I hope to see you in future videos of mine, and I know that you're going to keep up this awesome practice. Great work. Bring your thumb knuckles to your mind's eye. Bow forward to salute your practice and your effort. Namaste.